Now, the most important thing here is the position of the black king, which is quite restricted on g8. And as white, we are going to immediately restrict it further. After king g6, we are suddenly controlling all of the escape squares of the black king, which is now stuck on g8. King g6, I think, was quite a natural move because we didn't really have much of a choice. After f4, the pawn would be captured. If we move the other pawn to h7, then black would actually take on g7. Here, black is winning. After f4, e takes. This is still a draw. You guys can analyze this for yourselves, but the king would step back. And I'll leave it to you to take a look here. But basically, black is going to be unable to make progress. So king g6 is a natural move. Why else is it a natural move apart from restricting the black king? Because we are now threatening a big checkmate. So if black, for example, plays e4, we're not going to take that pawn. We're going to play h7, which is mate. So after king g6, the only move that black has to avoid getting mated is to take our pawn on g7. And now we have to be a little bit careful. There is only one winning move here. There's a couple of drawing moves. h7 leads to a draw. When the king steps into the corner, we go to f5, and even though black can take here, we are going to be able to exchange the final pawn, and that's going to be only a draw. So yeah, I was saying only one winning move here, that is to recapture the bishop on g7. And now, well, the black king is still immobilized, which means the only legal move here for black is e4. And this is the last moment where we have to be careful. Do not take on e4, because what is this? This is known as a stalemate. Black does not have any legal moves, therefore the game is a draw. So after e4, this is the last moment where we have to be careful and play f4. And now, well, it might look scary at first because we actually lose the pawn race. Black is going to get a queen first, so we needed to have calculated this. But even though black gets a queen first, we come in with the mate f7. The king is in check. It has nowhere to go. And that is it, 1-0. So very well done if you found the solution, starting with king g6, recapturing, and after e4, pushing the pawn to f4, which leads to this forced mate in the end. I very much enjoyed today's puzzle, I have to say. I hope you did too. This is Fiona Steil-Antony. You can catch me streaming at twitch.tv/Fionketta. You can also follow me on my other social media channels, and I will see you for another puzzle tomorrow.